Hi, everybody. It's Elaine here, the Animal Reiki Lady. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. Thanks for watching. We are going to have a reading today for Lolli, like lollipop. We're going to have a reading today for little Lolli, beautiful little dog. Already can feel Lolli anxious or eager. Eager is a better word. Eager to come through. For those of you who may not have seen one of these videos before, my name's Elaine. I'm an animal Reiki master, and I help people create really strong personal healing relationships with the animals in their life, the animals here and animals on the other side. And so we're going to go ahead and get started with this. I like to do a little practice that I learned through Reiki, which is to use a mantra. The mantra helps me to um, focus, quiet my mind, open my heart, and kind of create a space where animals feel safe to come in. As part of this, I always like to give two parts to my message. The first part is a message just for you from your pet, and also a message from the animal collective. All the animals that I've worked with now seem to come together into this one group, and they have a beautiful message to share with us. Message of hope and peace and healing, a message of healing more than anything, to help us recover from some of the grief we experience. I come from this from a very personal space. If you can see back here, I have a little memorial. You can't see it all, but I was a dog mom to seniors. So my Lucy, my Winston, my Jack, Black Lab, Yellow Lab, and a little Cavalier King Charles, they all crossed within 18 months of each other, but they were all senior dogs, and I help people even manage that part of the experience, helping to create a space for your animal. So if your animal has not crossed yet and you would like some information about that, don't hesitate to let me know. Put something in the comments that I try to help people create a space of peace and calm, almost meditate with their pet right through their last days, so that their animal has a smooth and peaceful transition, one that's not focused on trauma and grief, but on actually creating this beautiful space that allows them to float to the rainbow bridge. But anyhow, first, let's do this one now. This is for Lolli. So I like to do this thing called a mantra. I learned it in the system of Reiki, which is what I practice. And I will then give you the message from Lolli, and also what comes through from all of the animals, the animal collective that includes my Jack and my Lucy and my Winston and Jake and so many others. Okay, so let's get started. I'm just going to take a few nice deep breaths here. Hmm. And then I do this beautiful mantra. It's mostly vowel sounds. And the reason that I do that, I just like to give a little explanation, is because vowel sounds transcend all language. So no matter what part of the world we are from, animals can understand this universal language of a mantra. And this one happens to go like this. So I'll just do it a couple of times. O a ze o ne. O a ze o ne. O a ze o ne. Oh, and I'm welcoming the beautiful little Lolly into this space. I can already feel her here. I can already feel the animal collective here. So what does Lolly want to share with her human? Well, let's see, a couple things coming through from Lolly already. Um, Interesting, I'm hungry. All of a sudden, out of nowhere came this hungry sensation. So, not so is Lolly. Part of what's coming through from the animal collective is that they would like to share what they do on the other side. So, like, what do our animals do when they cross to the other side and hang out at the Rainbow Bridge until the day we get there to be with them? All right, so I'm getting a sense of hunger from Lolly. Very interesting about the hunger. Not sure what she was hungry for. Pizza. That's too funny if Lolly was enjoyed pizza in her time here on Earth. And I also have a sense of a little bone. Now I know that Lolly is a little dog, which is fine, but I do have a sense of something little. It's a petite little toy. So I'm used to my gypsy. My gypsy has bigger toys, and all of my dogs have bigger toys. But I'm sensing something very petite, like a little bone, a little not rawhide. It's definitely not rawhide, and it's not cloth. Maybe it is cloth. Maybe it's like that felt kind of cloth, but it's got something sturdy to it that she would like to carry around. I'm getting a sense of that. Okay, so let's see what else comes through from the beautiful Lolly. Quivering, quaking. I'm not sure if that was towards the end or if that was something that she did if she was anxious. But I'm getting a quivering and a quaking feeling that comes through. Let me take a nice deep breath here and see what else comes through from the beautiful Lolly. And then she's a fast runner. I get the sense that Lolly was a that she could hustle, that she was a very fast runner. She could be very speedy when she wanted to be. And then something about I'm not sure about the airplane. Did she perhaps go on a trip with you on an airplane? I have a sense of an airplane and her head out the window. She's a small dog though, so I don't know where that's coming from. Like I can see like in her enjoying the breeze blowing in her face as you're driving down the street. And the name Heather is coming through, so I'm not quite sure what is with Heather. Heather, oh, we're rhyming. Heather, feather, weather, weather. Um, she wants you to know that there are no storms on the other side. Perhaps she was afraid. Is that where the quaking and the quivering comes from? That she was one of those little pups that was afraid of storms, because that does happen, and that would cause her to shake and quake. And she wants you to know that there are no storms on the other side of life. That she's very happy about that. That is all sunshine over there. Did you have a favorite song? There's a song coming through. Um, hmm, I'm trying to get uh, a song or a rhyme that you would always tell her. Um, a small children's rhyme is coming through. The London Bridge is falling down. Uh, Falling down. And did you play a game with her like that? I just have a sense of playing a game with her where you were singing to her, that you had her in your arms, and you would play this little game while you were either singing a little song or saying a little poem, and that she loved that so much. Did she have to take pills at the very end? I get a sense that I don't know how Lolly crossed. And one of the things that all animals tell us is please do not ever, ever think that their crossing was hard for them. They're so they acknowledge it. They accept it as a part of their excuse me, a part of their existence. Let me take a quick drink. Animals don't dwell on their crossing. It's just not something that they don't worry about. They don't think about it. They don't consider it. When it's ready, when it's time, it's time. They will sometimes hang around a little extra longer for us because they sense our anxiety and our fear and our grief, but for the most part, it's such an easy thing for them. But I do get a sense of these pills and something about either marshmallow or whipped cream. And by marshmallow, I mean like the kind that comes in a jar. So I don't know if you tried to use that with her, maybe to get her to take her pills, the marshmallow or the whipped cream for taking her pills. And then one of the things that she wants you to know about the other side is what also the animals or the animal collective wants us to know about the other side. And that's that there are no rules. This is so unusual. An unexpected message from these guys. Um, there are no leashes, there are no crates, there are no rules. They are free to roam wherever they choose, free to go and literally free to go wherever they choose. Like Winston running on the beach, Lucy who runs through the forest, Jack, who I know chose to kind of fold back into the spiritual collective. My Jack was a very old soul. Was Lolly also a very old soul? And and a very old soul was he. What I'm definitely getting some kind of children's rhymes coming through for this particular reading. So there's no rules, there are no leashes, there are no crates, they are completely free. They're without restriction. There isn't anything that we need to worry about for them because they're perfectly cared for. They are loved and they are in a space of pure love and free. And we need to be more free. They want us to be more free. They want us to just love our life, to live our life with the good and the bad and the indifferent. They just want us to love. You know, there's not a moment of your animal's life that they didn't love, and they loved your life and they loved being part of your life, and they want you to continue on. This is coming through too. There are so many people that are so sad after their pet crosses that they don't think they can go on, and that is the last thing your animal would want. Your animal companion wants you to get just as much zest out of life as they did. They want you to know that we're here to smell the fresh air and to feel the breeze. And even if it's raining, to feel them in the raindrops. Let the raindrops drop all over you and know that they are part of every living thing. And when we go breathe the air, when we listen to the breeze, when we feel the rain, when we hear the thunder, know that it's our animals. They come through to us through nature. They never leave our sides. And when we talk about the other side of life and even the Rainbow Bridge is not a place. It is just it's a new way of being. And it's just the way that their little spirit exists at this moment in time. And yes, our animals reincarnate, and we can talk about that in another video. I'm getting a sense that that's not the topic for today. The topic for today is for you to count your blessings, count the things, think about the things that upset you, think about the things that bother you, think about the things that go wrong, and then just as opposite, count all of the many things because they are going to outnumber the others. Count all of the good things, count all of the amazing things, count the beautiful memories, count the smells, count the every every little thing that can possibly make you happy. Bring that into your heart, and it will help ease some of the grief. And know that your animal companion is right there with you in this moment, in this space, right next to your feet, sitting on your lap, laying on your bed. They never leave you, especially right here in your heart. Okay, that was a beautiful message for today. Thank you guys for sharing with me. I will continue on with these messages. I would love to hear from Lolly's mama. Just put some comments in to tell me if anything resonates with any of the things that Lolly had to share. Little cutie pie. And I think that's it for now. So until the next video, let animals light your way. Take care.